Hi guys, Halloween here. So today we're gonna try out this deck called Smitheson Yorkchapel's Forest Keeper. This one right here. It was a deck that was briefly discussed at the Discourse KF or Discourse KeyForge podcast. Definitely check those guys out. I've put a link in the description below. They did a really nice podcast about deck analyzers for KeyForge. Very interesting and illuminating stuff. Definitely go check them out. So this new deck, Smitheson, has this Mars and Shadows, and I actually really liked it, and that's why I want to do a gameplay video about it. So if you look at this part of the deck, you got some typical creatures like Schooler, Pit Demon, the Terror, Troubadour, which is a really nice one. It says that you have to lose 3 amber in order to play it, but if it's destroyed, you can gain 5. So it could be potentially very interesting. It's like you have to do an investment and then you can get something back out of it. So that's interesting. But if it's not destroyed, if it's removed, for example, by some card like Nature's Caller, like Lost in the Woods or something, then you don't get the destroyed bonus. So it can be dangerous. 2 Succubi and a Dominator Bauble. Then for Shadows, we got some typical cards like Bait and Switch, Urchins, the Steel, Relentless Whispers. A nice one here is Moon Cursor, cast Skirmish and Poison, fight Steel 1. Then the Mars part in this deck is also really cool because you've got the well-known Grabber Jammer, so your opponent keys cost +1. He has 2 of them, but then he also has 2 Jammer packs, so that's a bit crazy because it says your opponent's key cost +2. You got 2 of those, and then you also have a Lash of Broken Dreams. So you got the whole package, and you can really ramp up the amber cost for your opponent. So we're gonna use this deck. Let's go and play. We're gonna start a new game. And we're gonna select Smitheson Yorkchapels, and then we wait. So currently we got like 125 games going on, so we shouldn't be waiting too long. NIM2. Let's see. Alright, here we go guys. Starting. So I'm really curious how this deck will go. So our opponent won the flip. Let's go and start. So we got quite a lot of Mars cards. We got a Grabber Jammer, Sample Collection, doesn't do anything for us right now. This creature gains your opponent keys cost +2, that's the Jammer pack. So if you combine these two, then we got +3 and a Tunk. So I don't really like what we have here, but I'm gonna keep the hand because I don't really know the deck. I like the cards that are in it, and I think it can be good, but I don't really have an idea how to work with this deck yet because I have played it only a few times, so let's see what happens. So he plays a Mother Gun. Okay, so we got a Dismar Shadows deck they're fighting against. That's exactly the same kind of deck. Fine. Let's go with Mars. So we're gonna play Tunk. We're gonna play the Grabber Jammer on left. And then I'm gonna play Jammer pack here and discard this one. So we got Uxlake's the Zookeeper, Elusive Reap, put an enemy creature into your archives. Really powerful ability, actually a really good ability to use on Troubadour if your opponent would have Troubadour, because you don't get the destroyed bonus in that case. Alright, so he went for Mars, he's using a Mother Gun, he has 3 cards. A Soft Landing, Zizix the Mani, and a Mind Warper. Okay, fine. So he plays Zizix, he's ready. He's probably gonna Reap, put a power counter on it. A Pit Demon, that's the one with the action to steal one. Okay. Fine, so the Mind Warper is a problem. Zizix the Mani is also a problem, but let's see what we can do. We can do Shadows, deal 4, and then We still need 2 more damage in that case, or we can play 2 Mars cards. This guy got elusive. Let's see what we can do. I think I'm going for Mars. So we're gonna play this guy right here. We're gonna play this one here. We're gonna reap. And we are going to fight end turn. Alright, so I don't know if that was the best turn right now, but it's fine. It's fine for now. So what do we have here? We've got this and shadows in our hands. So we got a succubus, a terror, and a troubadour. Alright. And then on the other hand, we have a booby trap, a nutty the thief, and a relentless whispers. So we could use relentless whispers to take out the mind warper. He's playing an urchin. And a pawn sacrifice to deal 3 damage, probably on Tunk. So yeah, I see what was my mistake. I should have fought with Tunk and then played my Uxlix, the Zookeeper, and then he was healed. So that was a mistake. Alright, so let's see, what are we going to do? We're going to play Shadows. I'm going to use Booby Trap. Oh, right, you can only use booby traps on creatures that are not on a flank, so yeah, that's fine. We're going to use Relentless Whispers, kill this one, and play an Nutty the Thief on the right. So yeah, I wanted to use booby trap to damage him, kill the Mind Warper, what's the name? Mind Warper, and then kill this one with Relentless Whispers, but you can only use Booby Trap on a creature that is not on a flank and then 2 damage splash. So that was an error, but it doesn't matter. I got an amber from it, so it's fine. We've got another Booby Trap here, an Urchin. We get another Mars creature, an Ulic Megamouth, and then we have this hand. So he's going for this, taking his archive, so he puts some cards in his archive in some way. I don't see how he did that. Oh yeah, with this Zigzamani. Alright. So Dust Imp, Pit Demon, and a Shaffles. So I'm always going to lose 1 after each turn. It's a very powerful card. Okay, let's see. Let's see. We're going for Shadows. I'm going to play the Booby Trap on Dodger, killing those guys. And then we're going to use... we are going to use an Urchin to steal, and I'm going to fight with this one instead of using his ability to kill Dodger, so we get rid of the steal action. So that, well, fight, steal. So that only means that we're left with this Pit Demon. So he can put us on 5 amber if he wants to. Now anyway, we are keeping the pressure on, right? We are at 6 amber. That's more important. Because now we're forcing him to use this, which might not have been opportune because he played a lot of disc creatures, and he might not have any disc creatures or disc cards in his hand. Restrain Guntus to stop Halloween from choosing this as their active house. That's fine. Until Restrain Guntus leaves play. Okay, and a charrette. And I have to choose Mars. Fine. Okay, fine, so I will have to choose Mars, that's fine. We're going to play this creature on the left. We're going to fight with this one against that one, so I can choose whatever I want. And that's fine. So So he still has the jammer pack on, right? So his keys are at 8. Okay, so now we have almost a completely full this hand. We have Troubadour, a Terror, 2 Succubi, and a Dust Imp. So we know what we're gonna do next turn. Play all of these creatures and see where that gets us. Yeah. So let's have a look at his discard pile. So he played 3, well, he has at least 3 Shadows cards, 3 discards, and 3 Mars cards in his discard. So we got rid of our Stranguntans. There's something, control the weak, and a Shaffles. Then he used Pawn Sacrifice, Urchin, and a Dodger. Alright. So, let's see what we can expect, right? So, we still have a fair game. Dominator Bauble, Gob's Long Arms. Gob's Long Arms is also a really cool card, right? Because he has this weird before fight ability. Before he fights, you choose a creature, and you deal damage to that creature rather than the one you are fighting against. So what you can do is you can attack with Gobbo's power 1 or power 2 creature and get damage, right? Fight with him, but you're dealing the damage to another creature. Alright, so he went for Mars, going with Ammonia Clouds, killing everything, and then a Dust Imp. Okay, putting him at 6 Amber. I think it's a good moment for a bait and switch. Now the nasty thing is that the bait and switch is not going to give me a lot of new cards. So he has 9, I have 2, so that's 11. So we can stop him with bait and switch, at least for 1 round. Right, so it was 2 and 9, so that's 11, so that's in my advantage. So I have 6 Amber, he has 5 Amber. So at least we were able to stop him for 1 turn. But yeah, now you see he's going to use Shadows, which means, yeah, for example, Old Bruno. If he has some steal effect, he can put himself back at 6 Amber as well. Silvertooth and Reaping, of course. So that sucks, but yeah. What's he playing? A Master Plan. Put a card from your hand face down beneath Master Plan. Omni, play the card beneath Master Plan. Sacrifice Master Plan. That's a really nice card. That's a cool idea. Really fits into the house of Shadows, of course. Okay, so he keeps playing some stuff. Okay, fine. So we're going with this. We're going to play the Dominator Bauble. I'm going to play my Troubadour, my Succubi on the left, my Succubi on the right. And now I was thinking of maybe keeping the Terror because he's gonna forge a key, but he has 7 Amber, so he will have 1 Amber against anyway. So we're just gonna play this creature, clean up our hand, and we can see what gives, right? So what are we getting? We're getting our Mother Gun. We have 3 Shadow cards, the Moon Cursor twice, a Smiling Wrath. Reap if you forge a key this turn, take control of an enemy flank creature. So that's a really nice card, but very, very, very situational. Since I play KeyForge, I've never been able to use the ability of Smiling Wrath. So, and we got Pit Demon and Gob's Long Arm, so that's nice. Dominator Bauble will allow us to use a creature when we're choosing this. We can use a creature from another house. Alright. Let's see what he is up to. So he's going for Shadows. Umbra, of course, has Skirmish. Let's see. Special Delivery, okay, but that's an Omni. Special Delivery is a nice card. I have it as well in one of my other decks, and I think I've featured it in one of my other gameplay videos. It's nice because if the damage destroys the creature, you also purge the creature, and that's a powerful thing. Purging is really powerful. Okay, so he's using Relentless Whispers, which allow him to steal one, so the effect is not that bad of killing Dust Imp. Okay, then he's using Umbra, damaging the Troubadour, stealing one, Reaping. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to stop him. The Amber Generation is really good. He has I mean, yeah, maybe it wasn't good for me to play bait and switch at that moment, and I should have played all of my disc creatures instead. Probably that would have been the better choice. So we're going for this anyway. What we're going to do is we're going to use Troubadour. We're going to fight with Old Bruno. Old Bruno is elusive, of course. And we're going to fight in this direction. We're going to use the Pit Demon on the left. And we're going to use Gabba's Long Arms on the right. Alright, Umbra is not okay, so it's not elusive, so we're at least going to attack that guy. And we're going to fight that guy. Okay, end of turn, yes. A lot of my creatures are damaged, of course. Now the Succubi are keeping him from his full, well, keeping him only at 4 cards, so that's fine for now. But he is, of course, at 2 keys, and I'm at only 1 key, so that's not good. Reveal any number of Mars cards from your hands. This Orbital Bombardment cards. For each card revealed this way, deal 2 damage to a creature, and you can choose different creatures, so that's fine. Now, anyway, I don't think this is going to end well. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I've got a strong board presence right now, so that's fine. Whatever his master plan is going to be, I guess probably is going to be bait and switch. Alright, yeah, so what should be our next move? Maybe go for this again, reaping all of this, but if he has bait and switch, he's going to win anyway, right? So I don't think we really have a lot of options here. So he's going for this. Okay. Let's see what gives. Tentacus. That's not really a problem, Tentacus, right? Your opponent must pay you 1 or to use an artifact. I have an artifact, but I'm not going to use it anyway. A Dust Imp. That's bad news. It's gonna give him a lot of amber. And reaping with charrettes. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Alright. Do I have anything in my draw deck? Not really. I have this Grabber Jammer and another Jammer pack maybe. No, I use both Jammer packs, so that's over. Alright, we're going for this. Right? So we're gonna use this guy to at least steal 1. We need that. We're going to use Gobos. And we are going to fight with the Dust Imp. But now I want to damage this one, so I only take 2 damage instead of 4 damage, so that's nice. And then we can, I think we should be very careful with reaping too much, because I'm really afraid that he has a bait and switch. So I'm going to fight. I have 7. If he has bait and switch, it's 4 and 4. And then I can use the schooler to steal 1. So I'm really not okay with reaping too much at this moment. If I reap 3 more times, I have 10, and he has 1, so that's 6 and 5. So it can be very dangerous. I don't know if this is a good choice or not, but I'm going to end it here. I want to see what happens. I'm really afraid that he's going to use the bait and switch. And I don't want to give him too much. Maybe there was another option that was better. If I have 8, if I have 9 amber, it's 10 and it's 5 and 5, maybe that was better. So he's going for shadows. He's taking the cards from his archive, and he's using bait and switch. So here we go. So that's good, that's good. So now we know he used his bait and switch. How many does he have? He has 1. Okay, so there's still some cards underneath this master plan. Still dangerous. Okay, so I think the best thing we can do next turn is put ourselves back at 6 amber, maybe 7 amber. I'm not going to kill Dust Imp. He's using this one. Destroying Goddess Long Arms. That's a good move. That's a good move. So at least what we're going to do is we're going to use the Schooler. Ah, he has Master Plan for the like Mega Mouth. Okay, fine. So we're going for this. I'm going to use the Schooler to get one of those. We're going to use this action to steal 1 again. And does he have elusive? No, so I'm going to fight with this one. And I'm going to reap with this one, and I'm going to reap with this one. Yes, end turn. Yes, sure. Now, I really don't think I'm going to make it, because, I mean, he has 2 keys on what I'm going to do. So we got 2 more Mars cards. We got an Orbital Bombardment, that's fine, that's dealing damage. And a Hypnotic Command for each friendly Mars creature. Choose an enemy creature to capture 1 from their own side. So that's very interesting if we had at least some Mars creatures, right? Okay, he has the Eater Spider. That's a really nasty card. So what it is, it doesn't deal damage when it fights, but all possible amber that I would get from in one way or another, I would gain amber, is going to the Eater Spider. So that's really annoying. What I'm going to do right now is I'm actually forced to keep working with this, right? Because yeah, I need this, so I can't clean up my hand, and that's a bit annoying. But anyway, let's go again with this. Of course, we're going to steal 1 again, because we need to keep him at bay as much as humanly possible. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fight with this one versus the Eater Spider, right? And then we need, I'm going to kill this one. I'm going to get this one out of here, and I want to reap with this one and reap with this one. And then we put ourselves at 5. That's fine for now. We need to be very careful with what's going on here. So he's going for this. The nice thing is that the 2 Succubi are really doing their job. So I used Fear. That's the worst possible card you can use against Troubadour, because this 3 amber investment that I did, I lost it, right? So I lost my 3 amber. That really sucks. So he's using Fair Game. And okay, that was really in his benefit and not in my benefit, right? He gained 3 amber while I gained 0. That sucks. Okay, so we're going for this. I'm going to reap with this one. Oh, damn it. I just sealed my own fate. I should have used action steal one. So that's one of the pities in this system. You can't quickly take it back because you made a little mistake. So that's it. Well, there you have it. I really like the deck. I think it's really powerful. Maybe it needs a better pilot, but at least I think it was very interesting to do this. As I said, I only played like 2 or 3 times with this deck, but I think I'm going to practice a bit more, and then I'm going to make another play video, because I really think we should show the potential of this deck. Anyway, end turn, and good game. Good game. Well done. He was on top of it all the time. Anyway, a very nice illustration, what was also discussed in the Discourse KeyForge podcast, was that Troubadour, it's a dangerous card, right? You lose 3 amber. When it's destroyed, you gain 5 amber. So you have to do an upfront investment and hopefully get something back. But if they have a card like Fear or Hysteria or whatever, Lost in the Woods, they can put it back into your hand or whatever, and you don't get this benefit, and that's important. And that makes it a very tricky card to deal with. And a little sneak peek, I'm going to write a blog post and probably also a video about Troubadour and how to correctly assess the risks and what cards you have to look out for when you're playing with Troubadour. So that's something you can all look forward to. Anyway, okay, thank you for watching, and see you guys.